Hey everyone and welcome. We are just going to get right into these DIYs. Now if this one looks familiar, it is because I did just use this on one of my last videos, but I thought that this would go so well with the patio theme that I'm doing. So I'm taking these nautical rope pieces from Dollar Tree and I'm just kind of wrapping them around itself until I get it to the size that I want. We're going to make two little coasters. So once you get it to the size that you like, you can go ahead and cut that, and then I'm going to cut another one because we're going to make two of them. And then once you get those all cut, you're just going to start gluing them, like wrap them around it themselves and then just glue them with the hot glue gun. These are super easy to make, and I think they turned out so cute and go with our little beach theme that I'm doing for my patio. All right, for this next one, we are going to be taking a little watering can and we're going to just add some flowers to it and add a little sign on it. So I'm taking this wood, not a wood block, what is this? A foam block, a floral foam block. And this is the little watering can. I think I got it from Home Depot. We bought like a little kit last year to like plant sunflowers, I want to say, for my kids, and it came with this little watering can. So I'm just cutting that foam piece to make it fit in there, and then I'm going to take these three bunches from Dollar Tree and I'm going to cut them off of the bottom stem, and then we're just going to go ahead and stick those right into the foam and just put those into the watering can. So I'm going to head on over to my Cricut and I'm just going to make a little sign for it. I really like this Hello Sunshine sign. Now if you don't have a Cricut, you can use a sticker or anything you want, and you really don't need to add anything, but I just thought it would be cute to add this. So I'm going to add this little Hello Sunshine, and then I went ahead and measured the measuring, or oh my gosh, I can't talk today, the watering can, and I made a little template to see how big I needed the Hello Sunshine to be. So I'm just kind of adjusting that. If you guys want a more in-depth Cricut video, I have a couple other ones. I can put those in the description box as well, but I'm not going too much into detail because I realize not a lot of people have Cricut. So I'm just making that little template, and then I'm going to adjust the Hello Sunshine to fit into that, and then we will make that and put it on the watering can. Oh, I didn't really show myself weeding this one because it was kind of a pain. The lettering was really thin and this vinyl is kind of not the best. So I had a hard time weeding it. But right now I'm just taking some packing tape. That's like the best thing I like to use for transferring. So I'm just taking some packing tape and then I'm going to attach this onto the watering can. And this one is super easy, but I think it turned out so cute. All right, for this next one, I'm taking these two little candle holders from Dollar Tree and two of the little solar lights. I've seen so many people do cute DIYs with putting these in little candle holders, and now I will say these didn't turn out exactly how I was hoping they would, but I think they turn out really cute. The solar part was a little too long, like to fit in there, but they end up looking okay, and they look really cute at night. So what I did was I just pulled apart the handle part, and you're just going to use the solar light. And now there's this little plastic piece at the bottom that was making it a little bit too long. So I'm taking these little cutters and I'm cutting off that bottom plastic piece so that I can glue the solar part into the candle holder a little bit better. So just be very careful. There was plastic pieces flying everywhere. I was home alone, so it's okay. But once I got those off, I just took my hot glue gun and glued the little solar pieces down into the bottom of the candle holder. These were super easy to make, and I really love how they look at night. They just give off a nice little blue tint, like glow, and I just love how these look. All right, for this next one, I am taking this $5 tray from Dollar Tree. This is from the Dollar Tree Plus section. If you saw my last video, I just found that section at my Dollar Tree and I was so excited. So we're going to just make a little serving tray that I'm going to actually put outside. So right now I'm just taking this paint. It's kind of like an off-white, kind of like a grayish paint. And I'm just going to do a quick coat of paint on here. And then we're going to add a little teal stripe to it. Now I'm just taking a little bit of painter's tape and I'm just going to make a little random couple little stripes. There's really no, I'm not measuring these or anything. I just kind of wanted two blue stripes down, kind of just going down the center just to add a little pop of color. So I'm just going to add some tape and then paint these up. Now I did forget to paint this or to tape the sides off, so I got a little blue paint on the side, so I'm just touching that up with my off-white paint just to cover up the blue. And to finish this up, I'm going to take some of this dishwasher safe Mod Podge. You could probably use any Mod Podge, but this stuff, I know that it becomes waterproof. So I'm hoping that this will help. Not that it rains a lot out here, but I'm just hoping that this will help like weatherproof it a little bit. So I'm just putting a nice thick layer of this Mod Podge all over the tray, inside, outside, everywhere, since it's going to be on my patio. And then this stuff, I will say, if you've ever worked with this stuff before, they say it's supposed to cure for 28 days. Now that's for if you want to like put it in the dishwasher. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are like if you're just using it for something outside, but I figured this was better than nothing. So I just wanted to seal it with something. All right, for this next one, we're taking this $3 piece. This is also from the Dollar Tree Plus section. It's an 11 by 14, just little wood panel, and we are going to make a cute little patio sign on here. So I'm just taking off the wrapping, and then I'm going to use that same paint that I used for the tray, and I'm going to give it one nice coat of the paint. Now for this one, we're going to head back over to my Cricut, and I am actually going to use my new heat press for the very first time. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited and a little bit nervous because I've never used one before, but I found this really cool one on Amazon, and you guys, it is like a fraction of the cost of the Cricut ones. So I will tell you about it in a second, but what I'm doing is I just went into the Cricut design space and I typed in patio just to see if there were any cute little patio sayings, and I found this one because it's always happy hour on my patio. So right now I'm just making that template. It's an 11 by 14. And then I'm going to put the little sign inside of it just to make sure that it fits. And if you guys know me, I like to change all the colors. So since the wood panel is white, I changed that to white. And then I'm going to change the wording on here to a blue because we're going to use a darker blue. So once we get this all situated where we want it, we're going to make it. And then I'll show you guys how the new heat press works out. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. I will put a link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. I want to say it's like $100 on Amazon, and I think the Cricut ones are like 300 if I'm not mistaken. So this one is so nice. The heat temperatures go from 70 to 400 degrees. I'm going to put it on 400 just because I've never used it before, and I figure I want to use the highest setting. So right now it's counting, and I mean, it heats up fast. So and then it came with this little bottom piece, like to set it on so that it doesn't burn anything. And I'm doing it on my ironing board because I figured that would be the safest. But this thing is so beautiful. I have it sitting out right now in my craft room, and I just think it looks so pretty, and it actually works. So now I'm taking some of this blue heat transfer vinyl, and I actually got that from the same company. So they have bundles as well. So with this, you're going to want to make sure you put the shiny side down, and then when I go into my computer to make it, you're going to want to make sure that you turn on um, the mirror option, so that it's going to kind of make it like backwards. And so when you put it onto the wood, it will be the right side, the way it's supposed to be. And then for the material, I just searched for heat, and the first thing that popped up was like a non-Cricut heat transfer or heat vinyl, whatever it said. So I'm going to use that, and I always select the option for more for the cut just because I don't know why. It's just I've always done that. So now we are going to go over to the Cricut and let it do its thing, and then we will get to using the heat press. And I will say I absolutely love weeding on heat transfer vinyl. It's so easy. It's not sticky. It just like weeds so easily. So this is like one thing that I don't mind doing. It's not tedious. And the material is kind of stretchy. So yeah, this one's actually pretty easy to weed. All right, now I'm going to lay down my vinyl, line it up on the wood where I want it to go, and then you're just going to kind of press that down, and then I'm going to cover it with a towel just because I've never done a heat transfer on wood before, and I don't know, I just don't want the wood to get damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it with a towel just to protect it a little bit. And then we're going to start with the heat press. So I'm just going to put it on there, and I didn't apply any pressure at first. I hit the countdown button so it counts down for 20 seconds. But after I did both, like I did the top and the bottom, um, one time through, and then I went back and did it again, and I did apply a little bit of pressure just because it didn't really work the first time. So you might need to do it a couple times and apply some pressure, but just keep an eye on it to make sure you're not like ruining the wood or anything. Now I'm going to carefully remove that top part and make sure everything's all sticking. There were like a couple little pieces that weren't quite stuck all the way. I think I should have let it cool down a little bit longer, but I was anxious just just to peel it off and see if it worked. So we are going to go ahead and seal this with the Mod Podge as well. So if it doesn't, like if there's a couple pieces that aren't perfect, it's okay. The Mod Podge will fix it. And so now I'm just adding that same Mod Podge to this one as well, just to do one quick little layer since this is going to be hanging outside. So I just want to kind of weatherproof it a little bit. For this last one, I'm going to add a couple little anchors to this lantern that I found at Dollar Tree. So I just went into my Cricut design space, typed in anchor, and I really liked this one. So I'm making a little template for the size that I need, and then we are going to make two of the little anchors. So once I get those to size, I'm of course going to change the colors because that's what I do. We're going to do like a dark blue for these, and then we're just going to apply these to the lantern like little stickers. So right now I'm just weeding these out, and normally I would use transfer tape and transfer them onto the lantern, but these are just like like one little piece and they come off really easy together. So I'm just going to kind of attach them like stickers. So I'm just going to put one on each side of the lantern, and this one is done. I think it turned out so cute and it was super simple. If you guys have a Dollar Tree Plus section, I highly recommend these lanterns. They were only $5 and you put a battery in it, and they just turn on at night when it gets dark. So, and they're like really good quality, and I love how they look at night. All right, guys, that does it for today's video. As always, let me know which project was your favorite down in the comments below. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please do that. And if you want to check out some other DIYs, I will put them here. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.